what to do when you hurt yourself as a senior and you live alone. So I broke my wrist, and it turns out I broke my hand as well. Friday will be 2 weeks. I have another 4 weeks to go with this on. So it's been really hard to figure out how to do things. And I have kids in the area, but they're very, very busy, and they all have a full-time job. I have even a couple of grandkids in the area, but they also have full-time jobs. And so I don't like to bother anybody if I don't have to. So I've been trying to figure out how can I do everything. So I'm lucky that I do have a small handheld, like a small vacuum that's just, it's cordless. And so I can use that. But I can't seem to figure out how to empty it. I can't get the two pieces apart to empty it. So I've only vacuumed a couple of times, but it's full and I have to empty it. So I have to either bring it to a neighbor or something like that, or wait, my daughter's coming. I just got to remember to ask her. So I think she's coming tomorrow or the next day because I can't change the sheets on my bed. So there will be things that you can't do. I can't just lift up the mattress. That seems to be the problem. I even tried sticking my hand in under and going like this, but it hurts. So it's still not healed enough that I can do that. Maybe check with your doctor or check with the hospital if there's some healthcare services. If you can afford that, that would be great. And maybe you can get some home care. That would really be beneficial, right? So if you have the means, if you have the money, maybe you have extra insurance. I don't have any of that, so I'm not eligible for any of that, so I can't get it. Now I thought, okay, well, last week I decided I'm gonna make a spaghetti sauce because it's pretty easy. It's just a couple of cans and ground beef, and then I didn't think of cutting up the onions and stuff like that, but I have a small machine that I just cut the onion, peel it with just one hand, and then just threw it in there and it kind of crushes it up. So that's what I did with that. But I couldn't open the cans. There was no way I could open the cans. I went to my neighbors. I put the cans on a tray and the can opener, and I carried the tray and was able to rest it here and then carry it mostly with the weight on this hand, and went to one of my neighbors and she opened the cans for me, which is fantastic. She told me not to worry and I can go back anytime I need anything. So that was fantastic, but I hate asking people to do things. And then all I have to do is cook up some kind of noodles, and then I can drain that, and I have a couple of nights dinner there. So I've done that, and I froze some sauce. I was lucky because my daughter showed up and she was able to wash those pots for me. I didn't ask her to, but she offered, so I let her. I didn't mind at all. So yeah, I am washing my own dishes and I do them with one hand. So I just put a little bit of water in the sink and soap. So a dish soap, a little bit of water, and I have a cloth. And so I kind of pin the dish in the corner of the sink, and I hold, like, the pressure that I push on it holds it in the corner so I can actually move the cloth. Like a bowl, I will move the cloth up and down and roll it around until it's clean, and then I rinse it really, really good with hot water. So that's what I've been doing. When I do my utensils, I wondered, how am I going to do my utensils? So I have a double sink. So I lay the cloth over the middle, and then I'll pull up a knife and I'll rub it on the cloth, and then I'll shake it back in the water again, and then I'll rinse it really good under hot water. And it seems to be working. I mean, it's only me usually here to eat off my plate. So that's what I'm doing. Also, I bought some paper plates. So what the hell, right? Why not? So I do have some paper plates that I'm using. And it just cuts down on any kind of dishes because it's hard to do. It not hard. It just takes a long time. And you have to think about things differently when you do it. That's like doing the cat litter. I thought, oh, how am I going to do this? I thought, okay, I'm going to find something to put it in and then go dump it in the garbage and well, what I've done is I have little poop bags that I use. I use doggy poop bags, and I open one up and I just hook it on my finger here, and I hook it on one end on there, and I put it on the ground, and I just use the scoop, and I'm able to scoop it in to this bag. I take the bag and put it in my garbage can. And it works out really good. I don't leave it there very long, and I take it to the garbage bin. So yeah, so that works out really, really good. So I got the cat litter down. Now I am having a problem pouring cat litter into the bin, into the litter pan. It's not easy to do. I've done it with one hand, but it's very, very hard to do. Just take your time if you have anything like that you want to do. Another thing that I thought, well, this is going to be hard, is laundry. So what the hell am I going to do with my laundry? So I've done my laundry, and it's not as bad as I thought. So I'm not folding my socks. Usually I you turn your socks in together and you make a little ball, but I'm not. I'm just putting the two socks together, folding it in half, and putting it in my drawer, right? I'm not folding my underwear. I usually fold my underwear, but I'm not folding my underwear. So I'm not doing that. I'm not folding my bras. I'm not doing any of that right now. And I'm okay with that. Now I'm trying to fold my other clothes. It's really not very good. I use the tip of my fingers to help hold things. Now that it's, a week and a half going on 2 weeks, it's a little bit better. Like I can move my fingers, right? A little bit. So, and it does still hurt here, and I'm really surprised, and sometimes still hurts here. But, I still, can use a little bit. Now I can't do anything crazy. I can't shake your laundry, and get it all nice and flat. I can't do that. But I hold up a piece, and I'll use this hand, and then I'll fold it in half, like say a shirt, right? I'll fold it in half, and then I just use this hand and kind of shake out the wrinkles a little bit, right? And then I just hold it a little bit there, and I lay it on the bed, fold it in half, and fold it again if I need to, right? So I really use the bed as an anchor to fold things on. My pants the same. Lay them on the bed, fold them in three. I fold my pants in three. So yeah, so they go in three. And then I put them away. Hanging things up, I use the bed to help me, right? So those are the things I'm doing there. A shower. So what I've done with my shower is I use a garbage bag, a kitchen garbage bag, and I put it on my hand, and I put a hair tie, not a scrunchie, like a scrunchie to hold your, a big amount of hair. So I put a scrunchie about here, right? With the bag over, I put a scrunchie. Then I fold the bag back, and then I put another scrunchie on top of it here. So it's pretty much protected. Now, because it's my left hand, when I get in the shower, if I went in straight on, my hand would be by the wall. This would be by the wall. My shower, turn around backwards and back up under the water. And then my hand is on the outside of the tub, and I can stick it out more, right? So I wash my hair and everything with one hand. I have washed my hair in the sink with one hand, which works really good. My hair's very thin. I don't have a lot of hair. So that works very, very good as well. And I have the pump for my shampoo and conditioner. So I can pump and get some shampoo and conditioner and soap I have it in a pump as well, and I can wash myself and I can wash my hair and everything. So that works out okay. Thank God it's not my dominant hand, right? So those are some of the little struggles that I've been having. Have you ever had a broken bone or you've been kind of laid up? And what did you do? Even reading a book can be a little bit kind of weird, or trying to sleep. I know if I put my hand down, try to put it down on a straight angle, it hurts like hell. I have to have it a little bit like this, or it really, really hurts. So when I go to bed, it's really kind of feels very, very strange. I try to use my other pillows to put under it, and different angles, and it's just been trial and error. But I managed to do it, and I managed to fall asleep. Also, pill bottles. So that can be very hard. Got my daughter to undo some lids and just leave them undone in the cupboard so that there's no lids on them. That really, really helps. After I did my laundry and that, even though I was careful, my hands still hurt. So you want to be careful, okay? So anyway, this is my sob story. That's what happens when you break your wrist and your hand. Just thank God, like I said, it's not my dominant hand, right? So anyway, I just wanted to get your kind of ideas on maybe how I can figure out how to wash the floors properly without going on my knees. I have been doing it that way, like just the bathroom and the kitchen a little bit. I haven't done the rest of the house because I can't figure out how to use a mop. So to put any pressure on it, right? I can't figure that out. And my knees are really bad. So how do I do it? So maybe you got some good ideas there. Anyway, guys, be brave, be strong, love endlessly.